Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's watch party for The Goonies. As always, I'm Andrew, and I'm joined by Dom.
Hello, everybody. Pleasure to be back again.
I realized as well, I didn't play the bumper. Let's play the bumper. I'd be wrong if I didn't play that. I do apologise. I selected the wrong thing. There we go. Okay, so as always, I'm Andrew. I'm joined by Dom. I'm going to go through a roll call of who's joining us today. But just to say, today's sync point for the film will be where the skull and crossbones appears on the screen just after the Warner logo. The reason for this is there's a lot of different editions with different Warner logos of different iterations. So just as the skull and crossbones appears, and no, none of us will be doing the truffle shuffle. Mr. Furzel.
Okay.
Okay, so
put my shirt down then.
over on YouTube, Immortal Rumours can't join today. He's at a wrestling event in London. Enjoy yourself, my friend. Miss Swift is here. Welcome. Pep Gin, Gary, James Hellier. Welcome. Neil Whaley and Alan S1. Welcome. Over on Discord, I can see some great friends joining us. We have Alex Peacock, ENIAC, Mr. Furzel, Jedi Wizard, a Lizard Man, Calbot, Sharon, Eric, welcome back, my friend. Hope you had a good vacation. Brainwire, Embry, Chaosphere, just anyone else I recognise at the moment. Phonic. There we go. Oh, and over with the Black Prince, welcome. And Mad Matt, of course. So, and Keith Shawarin over on YouTube. Well, let's get ready. Let's press play. Dom, do you want to count us down?
Yeah, let's count down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press play.
There we go. Gary saying Ghoulies? I thought we were Goonies. I thought we were watching Ghoulies. No, Goonies.
Oh, no. Goonies. That's not another
Ghoulies.
week.
Actually, I've got a funny story about that. You see, my sister, one of her birthday parties, my father was dispatched to rent the Goonies and came back from the rental store with Ghoulies. And much fun ensued.
I see nothing wrong with that film.
I just love the opening to this film. It's just you don't know what's going to happen with it. I mean, everybody. I want to hear from everybody where you first saw this film. Oh, welcome, Yo EV. Dom, when did you first see this?
I think I was born knowing this film. Like, it's one of those that I have no clue the first time I saw it. It was a VHS tape that was on the legendary shelf of VHS tapes with right next to Extra, probably. So I saw it many times growing up, to the point where I do not remember the first time I saw it.
I saw this very much at a friend's birthday party. It was when I was growing up. Yeah, Gary saw it on home video. For a lot of people, I think it was a staple on the videos for birthday parties when I was growing up. Looking at some of our friends are saying, Immortal Rumours, I think I first saw this on TV when I was about 7. Miss Swift said I watched it regularly on cable. Gary, home video. James Hellier, my father rented 11-year-old me Beverly Hills Cop because it was the same as Police Academy. Okay.
Yes.
And Mr. Furzel, I saw bits and pieces over the years. I don't think I saw the whole thing until I added it to my collection many years later. Wow. Sharon says, double feature Goonies and Extra, I'm in. Mr. Furzel, sorry, Jedi Wizard says, first time was definitely on cable, but I've seen it on the big screen since. Doug P, welcome. Saw this on TV so many times, it wasn't until I got to the DVD and knew the truth about Mouth telling Rosalita about how to sort the drugs. Yes. It's just brilliant. Log into our provider again. Sort itself out. Hopefully it'll as much as I love this film, the intro is great.
Yeah. Just the way it introduces us to all the characters as well.
Oh, definitely. I've always really wanted to drive a car fast, like off-road car fast on the beach.
Yeah.
This is...
Chris Columbus again, just giving us absolute magic.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Let's see. Are we actually live? Are we showing live? Are we back?
Are we back?
I think we might be. I don't know. I'm just having a look at it. Yeah, I think we're back. So apologies about that, everybody. This provider, I'm severely losing my temper with. And I'm currently, every time this goes wrong at the moment, I'm currently ranting to them via a support mechanism, because this is not acceptable, and it's really upsetting me that we're letting you guys down, because it's great you've chosen to join us, and this provider is really letting us down at the moment.
With such great movies as well.
Yeah, exactly. But this film, let's look at some of the people in this film. I mean, we've got a lot of people who've gone on to big roles as the child actors.
Absolutely. Every single one of them, more or less, is a household name in some form or another.
Oh, definitely. That's a great picture, Mr. Furzel, showing him working out now. Glad you can hear me, Alex. Hopefully it'll be okay. But yeah, we're having problems with our streaming provider. The way it works is our computers connect to the provider, and the stream should play from them. It's supposed to have high bandwidth, and YouTube keeps reporting insufficient bandwidth. So, yes. Glad it's working okay for you now, Eric. Good.
There's something magical about all these films from the
definitely.
80s that show you like adolescent childhood, growing up, all of these things in different stages of childhood as well.
Oh,
Like these
definitely.
guys are pre-teens, right? And we always have the teenagers. And...
Yeah, we've got the slightly older kids and the younger kids. This is kind of relatively... No, it's not a problem with YouTube, Sharon. It's a problem with our provider who relayed to YouTube. It appears to be okay at the moment. But there you go. We seem to be okay for now, touch wood. Right. Ms. Swift says, look at the blockbuster power in this film. And Immortal Rumor says, I'm the youngest since I was 14, but always been taller than both my brothers. And for years, along with my mother, I tried to get us dressed as the Fratellis for Halloween with you as a sloth. Yeah, exactly, Ms. Swift. The parents who basically let you run wild.
Those were the days.
There we go. I'd love to live here.
This is just like a jolly
good
Stephen
idea,
King.
Eric. Sorry to everyone watching. Just make sure when you're watching on YouTube that where it says live has a little red icon next to it. Otherwise, you'll be lagging behind us. If it hasn't got the little red icon next to it, click the word live, and it should bring you up to the current time we're at. But as long as you don't skip the movie, it'll stay in sync with us.
Yeah.
It is a nice looking town, Gary. It really is. Oh, future Oscar winner.
Yes.
I love this kind of stuff, though. This is 80s kids, though, isn't it? Putting on the James Bond music, thinking you're James Bond and whatever. Sebastian, yes, we have started the film already. We are currently just coming up to 9 minutes and 30 or 40 seconds in. That's true, Immortal Rumors. There's a lot of fans of this film who've been to the Goonie house, as it's known, have not been respectful to the owners and the people who currently live there. I would say to anyone who lives in an area or goes to visit a place where there is a famous filming location, please always be respectful and polite to any residents living there. Oh, this is some of the best stuff. The stuff with Rosalita is hysterical.
Yes, because Mouth definitely speaks perfect fluent Spanish. Wait, no, he does speak pretty good Spanish, doesn't he?
Probably speaks better than you, Dom.
Oh, yeah, well, that's not really a high bar to jump over. I used to speak perfect Spanish when I was a kid.
Oh, I love this.
The dynamic between these kids is just so perfect. The casting
Oh,
as
it
well,
is.
like how any of them have such great, perfect timing. It's truly a wonder. I know whenever Spielberg is on set, kids tend to perform better. He has this magic way of getting the best performances out of kids. But Richard Donner must have.
Oh,
Actually,
definitely.
I have no idea.
There's a
what.
wonderful video actually on YouTube of after the film was made. Richard Donner went away to a Caribbean island to get a break from the film after it was finished, and Steven Spielberg surprised him by flying all the kids out to his house when he was trying to relax on the beach. It's fantastic. It's a really funny clip on YouTube.
That'd be amazing. I mean, it would suck for Donner, but I can imagine he's a bit of a curmudgeon.
Oh, here we go.
Sexual torture devices. The lingering look.
Yeah, well, Ms. Swift has a great story about James Cameron. I think in our interview with Jeanette Goldstein from Child Performances.
Definitely. What was her hand covered in then?
Not sure.
I'm in a crazy house. I've always wanted to have a staircase decorated with books like that.
Oh, that's a nice trip hazard.
Yes. So come on then, Andrew. Which of these kids do you associate with more?
Data.
Oh, of course. Well, how foolish of me.
Yes.
I often did tie string around like arrows from bow and arrows and try and like the sticky ones and try and use them to pull things closer to me. It never worked. I like how he says it so sinisterly as well.
Oh, he really does.
Adios, señorita.
I've got to say already, this is on the level of what I would call a perfect film, in that it couldn't be the story and the plot and the acting, the performance. Nothing could be made better about this film.
I don't see how it could. There's not a single plot thread where I could pull at and say, do it this way instead.
No.
I agree
not
with
performance you. Not performance you hate either. The kids, yes, they're annoying when they need to be, but they're very likable when they need to be.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I had a cool, creepy attic like that.
Right? With a flickering light bulb?
Yeah, my attic when I moved into this house I went in the attic and it just had a black garbage sack full of lots of old Domino's pizza. No, Domino's pizza boxes from 3 years ago.
That's weirdly creepier to me than
It is a bit, isn't it? It is. I have not found the misshapen twin skeleton yet in the attic. Obviously, they were feeding him Domino's pizzas.
That's true, Miss Swift. They owe us an octopus.
They do.
That was one of the like rumors as a kid. Like, have you seen the octopus scene? It's like,
That's
what?
right.
There isn't an octopus. Oh, the saliva gets. Ugh.
Exactly, Sharon. You've got to love these kids. They're trying to do good and save the town. You don't find any of them annoying, just lovable in their own way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, Mr. Fursel, you're saying mouth, you don't know where that mouth has been. As a kid, you maybe don't consider things. I love the fact they've got this big random plasma globe in the attic as well. Alan, I can't blame you if you're watching Stand By Me after this. Maybe I do live in a murder house, James.
You definitely do. How old and dusty are these paintings? Very. No doubt, very. I mean, look at this. This is 70% dust.
But do you know what? I think why this film works? This works in the same way that Explorers works. And I know they came out at a similar kind of time. They're believable because it's based on child fantasy, but actually getting to live a child fantasy.
Yeah.
As a kid, going on an adventure on your bikes looking for buried treasure, yeah, that's the kind of thing you would have done.
And we all had those friends that were
Yep.
overly clumsy and a total mouth.
Immortal Rums is saying, I remember seeing Everything Everywhere at Once and having no clue Data played Michelle Yeoh's husband until finding out afterwards when he won the Golden Globe before the Oscar. I was so glad he won. Well, the best bit is, of course, that Jeff, who plays Chunk, is his lawyer, his entertainment lawyer.
Fantastic. I didn't know that.
And he was
That's
at
awesome.
the Oscars with him.
Admittedly, when I saw Everything Everywhere All at Once, I was very aware of the actor, and I couldn't unsee him as Data and Short Round. It was just lovely to see him on screen again. He was my favorite part of that film as well. Performance was absolutely amazing, heart wrenching, beautiful, just lovely. Again, like everyone around Mikey here, the film just pulls you in. Like the camera, it just pulls in slowly.
Definitely.
It's so easy to say this is a perfect film and not really analyze why, but the music, it's whimsical and kind of haunting like a pirate story. There's even like a firelight kind of flicker effect, like a ghost story told around a campfire.
I think it's supposed to be the rain on the skylights in the attic.
It might be the electric orb thing that's buzzing around.
Could be, but there are skylights above them.
True. Either way, it just lulls you in.
Yeah, it's great.
It's beautiful.
It's also kind of nice the kids don't live in California, in LA.
Yes.
Is this one of the first kind of? This is a rather. It's actually quite a bold thing actually because this is in Astoria, Oregon, isn't it?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Name another film that took place in Astoria, Oregon, please, everybody.
God, no, I'm just thinking of all the Stephen King stories which happen in Maine. Castle Rock, Maine.
No, that's Maine. No, not Last Starfighter. That was more desert, wasn't it? Alex has got it. Kindergarten Cop.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, I think Short Circuit maybe as well, Gary.
Quite possibly.
In Oregon. I think Oregon, yeah.
Let's hope the vampires don't show up.
I was actually really lucky. I got to see this at the movie theatre, actually in 2020, just before the world fell apart.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
That's a memory to hold on your...
Yep.
Right, I'm not sure if I was the mouth of my friend group as a kid. That's actually quite depressing. Just seeing him in a costume there, I was always the first one to slap on
Yeah.
my friends' parents' coats and stuff.
I
I'm
do
sorry,
love
he
the.
has a full set of armor. Oh yeah, he's a historian, isn't he? His dad.
Well, he's a museum curator, I believe.
Mm.
Which is quite interesting. He's got all this. I'm assuming it's a private museum or something, and then
Yeah, full set of armor, swords.
might have been Miss Swift. I'm not entirely sure. Exactly, Sharon. 2020. This was a perfect movie for 2020. Something to pick us up.
I'm not sure if Salem's Lot, the miniseries, was filmed in Oregon. I haven't seen that miniseries in a long, long time.
Mm.
I watched it when I was a wee nipper, and the vampire reveal, he has this like blur sound effect when he appears on screen for the first time. Ruined all of the film for me. I just couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah, exactly, Mr. Furzel. We need more escapist adventure films.
We do.
I mean, if not for Goonies, we wouldn't have, for example, Stranger Things.
Yeah. I do enjoy Stranger Things. I mainly enjoy it because it reminds me of this time,
Yeah.
more so than the content itself. But one thing I can say about the film is that I love that it introduced a whole generation to so much great music.
Mm.
Hearing kids walk around and sing, like, Running Up That Hill is phenomenal. Like, in 2023, I'm hearing this. It's great.
Ms. Swift agrees with you. Alex is saying, look at that landscape. Why on earth would developers want to put a golf course there, of all things? And Sharon says Stranger Things totally encapsulates the decade of the 80s.
Combing your hair in the...
Oh, no, that's an 80s thing. Getting the kind of squirty cream out of the fridge. And like that.
It's the best way to eat it, yeah.
Okay. Everyone watching, tell me something 80s like that you did as a kid. I did the squirty cream thing. Freezing random things to make homemade ice pops.
It's not fair, Andrew. I can't say.
Well, Dom, I'll extend it if you're not weren't a child of the 80s. Random kind of cool kid things you did like that.
Oh, poor kid. Yeah, I did the squeezy cheese thing.
Oh, Embry, yeah,
foot?
cheese whiz. Fruit by the foot, Mr. Furzel, yes. There's not enough processed food in the world anymore. Especially not in the UK.
Free-range stuff.
Yeah. Now, this is very meta, because they appear in the music video for this.
They do, yeah.
On their quest.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Furzel, Ecto Cooler.
Oh, yeah.
Alex, I think everyone put orange juice. Do you know what else I remember we have in the UK, we don't get anymore? Frozen concentrated orange juice.
Ooh. I think that went away before I come of age. I remember
frozen concentrated orange juice. Used to buy it in the UK. Sainsbury's used to sell it. My mother used to buy it. It's really good. And it looked like it was like a plastic tube, and you peel it off, and it had like an ice cube of super thick orange juice in it. You'd fill the jug to a certain level, and it would defrost and make like fresh orange juice. It's great stuff.
Oh, wow.
Alex Peacock says they've still got that in Canada. Oh, and everyone on a BMX bike.
Yeah, biking out with your mates. I remember doing that a lot.
Oh, Miss Swift saying it's been years since I ate some orange juice from a tube. Embry,
I love that.
Ecto Cooler High C.
I do love how this is turning into. Remember the good years?
It is. But why not? Exactly. Ace Arcadia, welcome, saying that music video is like 7 minutes long. It's because the video is almost in two halves.
Yeah. Can you imagine coming home to that?
Oh, Gary says, my friends and I helped a stranded alien escape FBI custody in the 80s.
Ah, yes. Good times. My friends and I actually had a very Stand By Me-esque experience. There was a river right next to my house, and we put on our galoshes and just tracked down the river because we were told there was a body like at the end of the river. There was nothing there. I was
Ah,
lied to. Who'd have thunk that kids? Oh my god! I forgot he
well,
steals the neighbor kid's
he
bike.
does. No, taking the dust cap, Eric. Yeah, Chaos is right. Taking the dust cap off a bicycle or a car doesn't cause the tire to go flat.
Nah.
But Neil Whaley says, when the juice run out, take out your jar of Tang. I'm British, but I'm
Ooh.
well aware. I'm well aware of Tang. And have you tried Pink Country Time lemonade, Dom? It's maybe
Pink
not good.
Country Time lemonade.
Country Time strawberry lemonade. It's powdered.
I tend not to drink powders.
Well, you know, okay. Let's tell the Americans the truth, right? How do we buy? What would we call Tang in the UK? What would we really call that? We call it squash, wouldn't we?
Pretty much.
Yeah. And tell everyone in America how as Brits buy our concentrated drinks.
Oh yeah. We buy it like by the liter and then we just water it down.
We buy it in liquid form. We don't have it in powder, do we?
No. Yeah, we get liquids.
Yeah.
I did drink pure concentrate when I was a kid, like
Oof.
at one point, and
Is this before or after you were diagnosed with diabetes, Dom?
This was after. I didn't know it was concentrate, so I just took a swig and I was like,
No, Gary, Tango's not. Tango's a soda.
You know when you've been tangoed.
Yeah.
Oh, Ace Arcadia.
Sorry, the bad guy's got a douchebag Mustang, one of the 80s Mustangs.
Of course he does, yeah.
He's got a
The worst
5.0. He's got the
Mustangs.
He's got a Vanilla Ice style one, but it's red instead of white.
Disgusting. But yeah, Ace Arcadia has said that the little girl whose bike was stolen was actually Kei-Hugh Kwan's little sister. That's great. That's
cool.
amazing. And it's really a shame that her bike gets destroyed.
I think that might be one of your friends, Dom, over on YouTube. Spagsgetty?
I've managed to escape my broom closet. Yes, I have. I'm no longer no longer trapped in the broom closet. I'm back in my room. Some adorable green screen there.
It is.
Blue screen, wouldn't it?
I just love that this is a proper kid kind of quest.
Oh yeah, like there's definitely stuff like that I would have done as a kid.
Oh,
Like,
definitely.
oh my god, it all matches.
Miss Swift says the guy driving the car is the crummy friend from The Last American Virgin. Well, he's also driving a crummy car.
80s Mustangs were just a mistake.
Lizard Man, yeah. In the 80s, that was just boys being boys, a barbaric age, but good movies. Yeah. I remember, though, in the 80s. That's a good point, Embry, but we're not going to worry about that plot hole about how old is that building if it is on the map. But we could assume that maybe it's built on the grounds of an old shack.
Potentially.
That sign's a bit weird, the way it blows around. It's designed to blow around in the wind rapidly, alternating between closed and open. Maybe, yeah. Actually, Sharon, you may got a point. Oh, sorry, Mr. Fursell, sorry, with that, saying about the lighthouse. If you look, there's like a ruined lighthouse as part of the building.
Yeah. I love how drug dealers were like the worst of the worst back here.
Yeah.
Yes. Somebody dropped a pot.
Yep. Oh, I just think the performances are great from the kids.
They are great. Just Mikey and Data just skipping there. It's just nice to see them just act as friendly kids.
Exactly. Alex Peacock says, if the drug dealers can be villains in Robocop, they can be the villains in anything.
That's true.
Mr. Furzel, I think Chunk is my favourite here, and Sharon says, back in the 80s, wasn't the worst kind of drug dealer your parents warned you about, the one in high school who might offer you some pot?
Ah, yes.
Yes.
Here, have a free hit of pot, kids. That's the least believable thing ever. The fact that someone would willingly share their pot with a child for free? Hell nah, stuff's expensive.
Oh, Pep, do you want to know anyone want a Pepsi? There's a lot of Pepsi promotion in this film. There is.
Yeah, I've got a mighty thirst for a delicious Pepsi Cola.
Pepsi Cola. Exactly, Miss Swift. The entire movie turns out to be the one time you should have believed in everything that Chunk said.
Yeah.
But I do have to say the one thing. Chunk didn't lie about everything.
No, he did not.
No, because look.
Just to use the bathroom.
Yeah, that's right.
For God's sake, yeah. Okay,
Shut up,
damn
mouth.
it. I am the mouth of my friend group as kids. I would dial things up to 11 by being a smartass.
Yeah, when the old woman pulls out a flick knife.
She is like a Goosebumps villain. It is like the most terrifying thing for a kid to have their tongue just ripped
But I've got to
out.
be honest, all those fairy lights behind the bar now looks like a high-end hipster establishment.
Oh, for sure, yeah. They're gonna get their water in cans, yeah.
Yeah.
Spaghetti cans.
Exactly. Stoff 1. Welcome. Yes, Anne Ramsey, welcome to you. And she was awesome in this.
Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
Well, there's no one who delivers a subpar performance here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. To point out the weakest link in this is... Good God. It's a word, ain't it?
Oh.
Oh, mouth, you arsehole.
Matt and Miss Swift are saying we need to watch Throw Mama from the Train.
Ah, yes. And Deadly Friend.
Yes.
God, we are racking up a nice like double feature list here. First Extra,
Oh.
now all the rest.
Yeah.
Stand By Me is a perfect one, though. Stand By Me.
Stand By Me is a wonderful film.
What animal was that then? Hang on.
Or Sloth.
I know, but I've heard that animal roar before. Singing in Italian. He just wants to be a good chef.
Oh.
Poor Sloth.
Exactly.
This is also very Stephen King, having a horrible creature that's a misunderstood person with a heart of gold. Oh. But having him clank it might have been a dog growling. Alan S1.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
It could have been.
But yeah. Having him hold his shackled hands up to the barely the barely apparent light coming through the bars. Very Frankenstein's monster. Oh, this lighting is gorgeous.
Everything's just lovely here. It's so great.
The fact that they have so many scenes that are so many,
Yeah.
like it's very varied.
Quotable. Everything's just
And yeah.
quotable, memorable. It's, yeah.
I
The
wonder what
film
the
plays out
budget
like a
of this
greatest
film
hits
was.
record because it's so memorable.
Yeah. They've got an It.
Well, that's why he's dressed like the kid from It.
True. When was It written?
I'm not sure. I'm sure the audience will tell us.
Yeah, you're way quicker than me, audience. When was It
Yeah.
written? Let's see if yeah. Badly done. Italian opera is an affront to the ears. Yes, Ms. Swift.
1986, so it'll come out after this.
Oh, there we go. So maybe old Stevie
Never
was
know.
inspired.
I can't help but feel that driving even a Jeep type car over ground that quick, you'd be bouncing around quite a lot inside.
Especially back then when
Oh, yeah.
the suspensions weren't that great. Then again, Jeeps are rough on the old spine
yeah.
anyway.
Oh, Alan says, I never realised Joe Palantino was in this movie. No.
Joey Pants. I just love how they all play Chunk like a fiddle. He's
Oh, definitely. With Andy as well, joining the quest.
Ah, yes.
Robin, welcome. Goonies never say die.
Goonies never say die.
Oh, what a fun film this is. This is just pure pleasure, this film. I say as a question for the audience, would you be joining the Goonies and joining them on this quest if they were your friends? I think I would.
Oh, for sure. I could not resist.
As a child of the era, who didn't? I think that's what works with this film. Who wouldn't have wanted to join? Oh, welcome Ace Arcadia. Who wouldn't have wanted to join your friends on this kind of a quest? And that's the whole premise of the film. It's that thing you dream of being real for once.
Yeah.
I think it's a unanimous yes from everybody to join in. The It.
Again, calling it something like The It is such a Stephen King-y way of describing something.
Oh, definitely. And kids.
Oh, yeah.
Ah. Embry's saying some of us just wanted friends. No, Embry, you've got friends here. We're all friends.
Yeah.
And that's why we join together every Sunday for these amazing times we have. Alex Pukes, this is just connecting to caves along the coast. Apparently so. There's caves there. Now, this is an interesting thing. Why do the Fratellis keep Chunk with them?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't think it's likely he could incriminate them or anything, unless they use him as muscle for certain things.
Oh, you mean Sloth?
Sorry, Sloth, not Chunk. Sorry, Sloth, yeah. Why do the Fratellis keep Sloth with them?
He's their brother, isn't he?
Well, Miss Swift says family obligation, maybe?
Yeah.
But
you don't turn your back on family, Mad Matt, exactly.
He is family, but you just wonder, because they don't exactly seem particularly the kindest family to each other.
That's true.
And you kind of imagine they see him as a burden, so it's probably because he can do something for them. I think exactly, Mr. Furzel. He is Superman.
Good old Richard Donner throwing that in.
That's right. Gary says he's their Leatherface.
I don't got it.
That's a great line. I feel like I'm babysitting, except I'm not getting paid.
Not getting paid. I don't know. Maybe I was the Mikey. I often got us into worse situations by...
Well, Sharon's saying those big water bottles were always plastic and not glass, if I remember correctly. Well, I have seen them. If it was an older one, possibly it was a glass water bottle, because I have seen in some older films around the early 80s whereby the bottles were glass. Exactly, Immortal Rumour. Stephen King must have seen this film in 1985 and then banged out the novel quickly before the release in 86. Exactly. Yeah. Welcome, Brian McMahon from Ireland. You're very welcome, my friend. Great to have you with us. Miss Swift says that's why you have the deposit in case you broke the bottle. That's right. Lizard Man, this is starting to feel like a LucasArts adventure game. Do you know what? They could have made a fantastic LucasArts game of this.
Yeah, but they didn't. They made a crappy sequel game, which was terrible. And yes. Could you have a more Italian mobster name than the Fratellis?
Exactly.
Apart from The Sopranos, I don't think there is a more Italian.
Yeah, because if you think about it, for the most part, Chunk's the only one who doesn't go on the adventure with them.
Pretty much. He accidentally gets involved all the time.
Yes. He's got a good sense of smell. If he can smell ice cream from...
through the...
sealed tubs of ice cream from outside a freezer. Exactly, Henry. He can smell ice cream.
There's the psycho moment.
Yeah. But if you notice, Chunk's still holding the ice cream.
Got your priorities straight. I appreciate the guy.
Stuff01 says, but Monkey Island was my LucasArts Goonies. Monkey Island's a fantastic game.
How appropriate.
Calbot wants to try chocolate eruption. And
Lizard
Man was wondering if they had chocolate chip cookie dough.
Oh man, I want pizza now. Ugh. Dang it.
I like the fact they are actually rowing like brothers, but just a bit turned up. Who's taking side, Ma?
Just throws a slice of pizza at the gun.
They pull guns at each other over the pizza.
Oh. I need to play the new Monkey Island. I haven't played it yet. Is it a sequel or a remake? I can't remember. I
Well,
think it's
Sharon
a
says
sequel.
every small town by the sea or not must have a pizza shop by it. It's the law.
Yeah.
Well, Ace Arcadia says all that over pepperoni.
I mean, what pizza would you fight your sibling over? If it's not pepperoni, what's wrong with you?
Wow. I prefer 80s style pizza anyway. I don't like modern pizza.
How can you gauge? Like, how do you have the difference?
Okay,
Oh,
Rocket.
because you have 3-year-old pizza in the attic. I forgot.
Yeah, exactly. Rocket / or as Americans call it, arugula, has no place on a pizza. None of those modern type toppings. They need to be heavily processed and lots of.
Oh, I love me some arugula all over
Shut your
my
filthy
pizza.
modern pizza eating mouth.
I'm such a pizza hipster. I go to
You
these
are. Yeah. I bet you have
like Blaze pizza.
I bet you have like an egg cracked on your pizza and then baked, that kind of stuff.
Sounds pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. That's right, Mr. Furzel. Place near you does the best thin crust, New York style, olive oil, basil, ricotta, mozzarella.
Mm.
Oh, I don't know. Alex is
I love
saying
me
the
some
pizza
Hawaiian.
No, Hawaiian's awful.
Mm.
Sharon saying Converse shoes were big in the 80s. They were. Immortal Rimus. Well, Neil Whaley says, why didn't the pizza parlor call the police when escaped convicts placed an order? Good point. You see, Little Caesars, you couldn't do that now where they have the automatic collection things where you...
Yes.
See?
Yeah, that is a wonderful thing, not having to talk to anyone. Just walk in, get my pizza, and leave.
Exactly. Oh, Jedi Wizard, sausage, pepperoni, and extra cheese. That's a solid pizza, my friend.
Yeah.
Immortal Rumor says one of the reasons I wanted my family and I to dress as the Fratellis, my older brothers would fight all the time as teenagers.
Oh, Stove 1 just finished Return to Monkey Island. It is a sequel, and apparently it's quite good and made by Ron Gilbert again. That is why I want to play it. The OG legend is
Sharon's saying everything's good on pizza. Embry says spinach and feta. That's controversial for me. Alex Peacock, pepperoni, sausage, and bacon, my go-to. Chaosphere had stuffed ham, mac and cheese, pizza, and stuffed buffalo chicken. That's a bit exotic, some of
that. You don't end up in pizza jail like me. Look at this cave set. It is so cool. It belongs in an Indiana Jones movie.
No, James, do not get me a Hawaiian, please. Yeah, that's the rule, isn't it? Oldest is in charge.
Yep.
His bully blinders.
Data's got a gadget for everything.
Oh, if only he'd been in the age of LED bulbs.
Exactly.
Brian McFadden says, can I ask a question? Is there a live chat on the Discord as well? Yes, you can certainly join Discord as well if you want to, Brian. I will post a link to our server in the chat for you. Bear with me, my friend.
Alex Peacock, we do not mention that movie. There are only 3 indie films.
That's right.
Oh yeah, Ms. Swift, the caving going wrong videos. Jump scare with Italian singing.
That link should work for you, my friend. It is a great scene. Chunk.
Oh, you always. The data of the 90s. Ah, yes, data intensifies.
I don't know if it's a good idea banging on all those pipes.
Oh, I don't see a problem with it. It's not like it's
All
going
the
to cause
city's
the
pipes. Yeah.
I do love how it just messes with the country club first and foremost.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Oh, they must have had so much fun making it as well, the kids.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, exactly. Someone's saying, is this plumbing? Now with them. Log another issue with our provider. Right. I think we're back. I think we're back on YouTube, everybody. Apologies for that. I love the stuff with Chunky's confession.
Yeah, he just confesses about everything.
Oh, definitely. You're better than that, Andy. You're better than that. You may be looking down your shirt, but that's not.
He got what he deserved.
Exactly. There we go.
Oh, Brian, you want to promote Outland, eh?
Well, we've done a watch party for Outland. You'll find it in our archives, my friend.
Yeah, it's not forgotten in our books.
No. Our producer, David Weiner, joined me for that one.
These classics live second lives in our community.
They certainly do. He's dead for sure.
Yeah, you got crushed by a rock. As long as you
That's true.
avoid the rocks, you'll be fine.
You realise we're halfway through the film?
I know, this film flies by.
Oh, it's hauling, isn't it? It's great.
Never stops for a second. Get his wallet. Check for ID or money.
That's right. It's got his operator's license. Wow. Exactly, Ms. Swift. Goonies never say die.
Yep.
That's, again, one of the things I loved about this film, because as a kid watching it, you knew you could be a Goonie.
Yeah.
You could always regard yourself as an honorary Goonie.
Booty traps.
Booty traps.
Every rock that you'd pick up, this is just reminding me of my time going down the river with my friends. Just picking up any rock and it looked kind of something. It looked kind of like something.
Oh,
And it was
definitely.
treasure now. So you just
I
pick it
love-
up and carry it with you.
Oh, I love that. You move the skull back and you wipe your hand off on your friend.
Yeah.
Who get it off me?
There was actually a time where my neighbor and I found a unexploded hand grenade from the Second World War.
Well, Embry says, trap all that booty. And yeah, also Ms. Swift says, ancient TNT that's probably sweating highly explosive nitroglycerin. Yeah, that's...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's very cool stuff. We also got Isa, or is it Kabir, joining us. Welcome. And Stove says, I've got a replica of the skeleton key in the map. That's awesome.
That's really cool.
Yeah. But again, this has a lot of that Raiders of the Last Ark vibe of the cave traps.
Yep. Just great, tense action. Even though you can see the boulders have like no weight to them. It's just
Exactly.
fun. James Hellier. Actually, the newspaper did accuse me of being a domestic terrorist when I found that grenade. They said I threw it around and haphazardly threatened neighbors with it. I'm like, what? Oh, I didn't.
Strangely enough, my secondary school, we actually got the afternoon off once because in a history class, one of the students brought in a grenade his grandfather had brought from the war, and it was still live.
For show and tell.
For show and tell, he didn't realise it was still live. And the
Oh,
history teacher
God.
was actually in the army, and they had to call the bomb squad in.
Yeah, that was fun. We had loads of sandbags because they were by a river and it flooded a bunch. So we put the grenade between several sandbags, burying it deep in. And we called the bomb squad out as well because we weren't domestic terrorists.
That's right, Alex. Next week we're watching Last Crusade.
Mm-hmm. Still
I love the way the Fratelli boys are loving him. They're admiring him.
The one's like crying.
The other one's kind of like arm around him, like he's proud of him.
Yeah. Brian, if you've seen some of Alien Theory's videos, you should check out our Aliens Expanded project that's currently in development, because he's working with us on that movie.
Yes, he is. I love the fact the bats are flying everywhere. Oh, he pulls his wig off now.
Watch your veins.
I believe so, Miss Swift. The story about the puke chain reaction is very similar to the Stand By Me one.
Mm-hmm.
The pie scene.
I wanted to go to this place so much as a kid. It just looks the right amount of gross yet magical.
Yeah. But you know, as I say, Dom, you know, I really enjoy going to Disney World because you get to walk through queues and sets like this.
Yeah.
That's the thing. The kid in me loves these kind of immersive things you go through.
We got them over here in Vegas. All the hotels are like this, just walking through.
Yeah. And then they offer you a credit line and a martini and take you.
Yeah, it's even better. Martin Sheen? That's Kennedy, you idiot.
Yeah. That's right, Mr. Furzel. The thing about this film you have to appreciate is how many real sets there are. There's no CGI sets in this.
the little bit about we're not stealing each other's wishes. It's so wholesome.
Yeah, don't.
Ah, Brian. Yes. Already a backer of Aliens Expanded.
God, that's very cynical of Mouth there.
I'm taking this one back because it's mine.
Yeah, because it didn't come true. Everybody says I tried to tell ladies about One-Eyed Willie and get slapped. Yeah. Not a good idea. I love the fact Chunky's immediately stealing the ice cream.
Told you, he's got his priorities.
Oh, these guys are just prime 80s douchebags, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, they got like.
It's like they major in douchebag
varsity
in high
jackets.
school.
Yeah. What happened to movies like this? What happened to this wholesome magic? We grew up and our hearts died. That's what happened.
Exactly. We became cynical and bitter.
Yeah. Oh, God. Just want to punch him. Sting will get them out.
Sting. Screw up your eye. Sadly, they prove you can't do that.
Depressing.
I know.
I like to live in the world where it can happen. Embry, yes, Gunship does have a song called When You Grow Up, Your Heart Dies. Great song. I've been singing it in my head while the film's been going on.
Stove says, I love the old Errol Flynn pirate movies. Yeah, they're great. Anything like that says. And Neil Wade says, some of us were born cynical. You can't blame growing up for everything. Hang on first, Ma.
Gonna crack open my delightful non-Pepsi soda.
One-Eyed Willie didn't do very well considering he was a pro.
I mean, he got pinned by a rock.
Yep.
That's why you always take a spot, I suppose.
Oh, Andy, we're all Goonies.
Yeah.
Sorry, Miss Swift, you're right. I called him One-Eyed Willie. It was Chester Copperpot. I do apologise. One-Eyed Willie was the pirate. But Goonies never say die. Yep.
Yeah, Gunship keep releasing like fantastic music. They're great, great dudes. If you haven't heard it, they got Tim Capella for a Lost Boys inspired song, and it's amazing. That dark stone at the center of my chest that I once called a heart is beating again.
Yes, exactly, Calbot. You posted down here. It's our time. It's our time down here.
Wouldn't it be funny if the penguin just randomly showed up?
Do you mean Batman? The penguin from Batman? That'd be quite random.
Because a Cobblepot, I suppose.
Yeah.
I love how they're like cackling when they. Oh, she's really light, isn't she?
And then they're going. I love the fact as well. They're really like, oh my god, she's stiffed him. That does look good chocolate cake, though.
That looks decadent as all hell.
That's me at 3 a.m. when there's a chocolate cake on TV. Well, I don't know. I'm going to say this. I don't know if you've tried one, Dom, since you're there. Baby Ruth's are a bit rubbish.
We're built on English chocolate. We got Cadbury's.
Yes.
I'm not proud of England for a lot of reasons.
Oh no, God no.
English chocolate.
Yes.
Brummy made chocolate. Far superior to anything.
Proper British Cadbury's, not the Cadbury's you get in America. It's not the same as our Cadbury's.
Nowhere near the same.
No.
I import Cadbury's chocolate every time someone comes over to see me, and my American friends I've never been to the Hershey's in Pennsylvania, Mr. Furzel. I've eaten Hershey's, but I've never.
I've also been sick in my own mouth, so I know what Hershey's taste like.
Oh my god! There are worse things than Hershey's.
Yeah, Cadbury's in America. I've tried American Cadbury's when I've been there, and it's not the same as British.
It smells like chocolate. Yeah, go to the Cadbury's factory in Birmingham, like my hometown.
In Bourneville, in Birmingham, isn't it?
Yeah, that's like the town over from me.
That's it. Of
course, I didn't frequent very often, thanks to my diabetes.
Well, actually, I'm going to tell you a little fact about Hershey's chocolate. Hershey's chocolate contains something called ascorbic acid, which is a principal constituent of vomit. It's added to the milk for Hershey's chocolate, which is why British people think it has a vomity taste, because it actually contains an acid that's in vomit.
You've had this discussion many times.
I've had this discussion before. It was actually on a British TV program. They explained why American chocolate tastes like sick to British people.
Because we're cultured.
Yes. Yeah, all the Brits are saying Bourneville chocolate, American chocolate tastes like wax, says Cadbury. Yes, Miss Swift, ascorbic acid would be in orange juice, but it doesn't go well with the chocolate. I mean, good American chocolate would be Ghirardelli is decent.
I like Butterfingers. Reese's Pieces aren't too bad. I'm a big peanut butter fan.
I love this kind of trying to solve a puzzle.
Yeah.
It does, Alex. It's they use it to stabilize the milk. Oh, can we just appreciate how wonderful these sets are?
God, it reminds me of the Crystal Maze.
It does. And again, they've got this kind of trap is a Rube Goldberg machine, much like the one they made at home.
Yeah. Oh, his wrist clackers.
They're the pincers of power, they're called.
Yep. And there's some Warner Bros. Sound effects. Looney Tunes.
Yeah. Oh, pinchers of peril. I thought it was pincers of power. I always did. I've got the subtitles on for the first time today.
Same.
Are we sure? Lizman says, "Are we sure One-Eyed Willie wasn't just a time-traveling Pee Wee Herman?" I'd like to think. I'd like to think that Pee Wee Herman hasn't died. He's just gone home.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the music, isn't it? In the background.
Mm-hmm.
In the cop station.
That's right. The music we had for our intro. Well, there's no sizzlers left now, is there? See? Hey? Oh.
Actually, no. Yeah, there isn't. It's Yeah, there's a Gremlins reference.
Yeah.
Is that the same? Like, it looks like the same police station as Gremlins as well.
Quite possibly. Miss Swift, I think actually there's a couple of sizzlers left, but I know in Orlando, near where I stay, there's a massive sizzler that's been closed for about 4 years. Like the size of a brand, it's like a supermarket. This restaurant that's closed, it's enormous. But I looked into it, most of them have gone now, if not all. Oh, apparently there's 84 locations left, but yes, not many.
It just goes to show, no matter what happens when you're a kid, people who are in their teens are instantly cool, and you just want to emulate stuff that teens do.
Oh, Mr. Furzel says, why is Arby's still around? Because you've got to have the chicken bacon and Swiss.
The Arby's is a front for the mafia, it has to be. Yep, Neil, buffet restaurants are but a whisper in the wind these days. You are too right. There were so many buffets here in Vegas before COVID, and now they're all gone. I think one has survived.
No, there's still lots of buffets on the Strip.
I think there's like 2 or 3. There used to be so many more.
All my local buffets have gone here in the UK.
Oh, you can't go to your what was the one we were the Harvester? You can't go to your Harvester.
Oh no, Harvester. Oh no, Harvester's got its salad bar, but that's not a proper. That's not a proper buffet.
Oh, Stove 1. Oh no, Brace is getting tangled.
Oh God, yes.
Oh, that hurts my teeth, and I don't know why. I've never had braces, but the idea.
Mrs. Roy Rogers and the Fixins bar. Tell you what I did try when I was in America once, and I was surprised by how good it was for a fast food place. I went to a Zaxby's.
That sounds like an alien restaurant that you'd find.
No, it's a fried chicken strip place.
Zaxby's?
Zaxby's. I wonder if any of our friends have tried them. Really decent. My wife went and had a salad. She thought it was fantastic. That's it. Edward the Black Prince says Zaxby's has good chicken. It does.
Come to Zaxby's on Pluto 727. It's just making me wanna go
Jedi
and
Wizard.
mention-
I'll be fair. Popeyes spicy chicken for the win. I'm very happy that they're opening a Popeyes just up the road from me in the UK. So
Spicy chicken's good. Although, given that there were people queuing for hours for it, I wouldn't say it's queue up for hours good. Same with
Oh, no.
Chick-fil-A. It's fine.
Hmm.
I'm more of a Raising Cane's chicken guy myself.
Ah, yes. I'll be trying Raising Cane's next year. They're opening one in Kissimmee.
Yeah. Love me some chicken fingers.
Oh, no. I just love the scale of these sets as well, where the kids are actually over a proper log over a raging river and...
Gotta try all your gadgets, Data.
Yeah, exactly, Ace Arcadia. He's got his slick shoes.
Yeah. See a lot of people liking Cane's. Holy Mackenzie. Never been so hungry at a watch party. I know, we're just talking about food and chocolate.
We're all wanting some. Yeah, but I would say if anyone ever gets a chance and you're in Disney World, go to Chef Art Smith's Homecoming.
Wow, Andrew, you monster. How could you post that knowing we're all hungry?
It's a restaurant run and owned by Oprah Winfrey's former personal chef. It's...
Looks too good.
Oh, wow. Oh. Very Game of Thrones.
I was about to say, he was on the Iron Throne. Oh,
Mr. Say, my favourite musical pun coming up.
Oh.
Dead.
Play them bones. I was 4 years old.
You want to live to be 17. Brilliant. It seems to be chords, doesn't it, that she's playing?
Which is interesting, because it looked like just notes.
Yep.
Ooh. Oh, I love that, like, green screened on.
Oh, it's
horror
great.
nightmare
I just
pit.
love it. And them climbing back up.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, Mr. Fuzzle. Real sets matter. The score's great here. Everything on this is brilliant. Mortimer says, the Fratelli mother is like my own. My brothers and I could never could be on fire, and she would say, "A little fire stopped me from doing a little work." That would stop me from doing work. Oh, I'm not Liberace, you know. Okay, the stream might be playing up a little. Hopefully, it's playing up again. Hopefully, it won't be too bad, and it'll pick back up again. I think it might be a bit better now. There we go. He's randomly got a boxing glove attached to him.
I mean, that's a classic, isn't it? Having a boxing glove on a spring. Alan S1 said it best. So good. The balance between terror and success of getting out. It's just strong writing.
Exactly.
If you get it wrong, we'll all be flat. Oh, lovely.
Yeah, everyone's saying that quip. Yeah, it's open enough to get in, or everyone get in there.
Give me the gun.
Excuse me. There we go, we're back.
It's crazy that the film goes from set piece to set piece to set piece.
Is it a kid's movie unless there's a water slide scene in it?
Yeah, exactly. But each set is like more magical and inviting than the last.
Definitely.
And then we get to this set. Oh, it's just gorgeous.
Like I say, is it a kid's movie unless there's a water slide scene in it? It's not.
How much fun do you reckon they had doing this?
Oh, they must have done this many times.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, Newt in Aliens did go down a slide to get to a certain scene in the air ducts, and she, on purpose, Carrie Henn kept messing up the scene so she could ride the slide again and again and again. And Cameron eventually said, "Look, get the scene right, and then you can ride it as much as you want."
So now, I do know this, when they made this scene, when they actually made this, the kids deliberately were not shown the pirate ship until now. All the reactions of them seeing it were real.
How would you not be in awe if you saw this? Like, it looks
exactly. That's
awesome.
Fantastic. Yeah.
It
is the compulsory water slide scene.
When I was a kid, I used to go to a water park called Waterworld somewhere in England. I don't know where it was. My mum just magicked me there in a car. But there was a big pirate ship for a bit of it. It left after a few years, but there was a big pirate ship in this watery abyss, and it was just so much fun.
Now then, we've got to keep a very close eye on the deck of the ship, because there is a gold R2-D2.
Oh!
In the background somewhere on the ship, in one of the scenes. It's either in the treasure room or on the deck.
Look out for R2-D2.
I think it's in the treasure room, obviously, with the gold. The gold R2-D2. But what a cool set that is as well.
Oh yeah, it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Yeah. I miss seeing big lagoons like this. They're just gorgeous.
The kids look small, which they should.
Yes. Immortal
perspective, yeah.
On Amazon Prime, it lists this with scenes of nudity. I mean, what's his name? The one guy had barely anything on him. He was just bones.
Yeah.
Can't get much more.
I used to go to the famous Action Park in New Jersey. I mean, Traction Park, as they called it.
Oh.
What a good documentary that is. Class Action Park documentary.
Good old really Class Action Park.
Really good documentary, well worth watching. He's referring to himself in third person.
Yes.
Data's okay.
Gotta have some cool stories about Class Action Park if you've been.
Oh, definitely. Data's tired of falling and Data's tired of skeletons. Exactly.
Oh yeah, we need to
This
keep an eye
film is
out
Spielberg and his friends references galore. Keep an eye on the treasure. You should see a gold R2D2 there.
Where are you, R2?
In the treasure room.
Yeah. I want to go explore a pirate ship. Why aren't
I
there
do
more
too.
random pirate ships just washed up?
Yeah, I think that might actually be like a voodoo doll, not like a toy doll.
Yeah, right. I love how everyone's just angry at Mikey now.
Yeah.
No.
I know, Gary, a gold C3PO would have made more sense, but I think the idea of the gold R2D2 is that they could hide him easier.
You just don't have treasure hoards like this anymore.
Oh, his name isn't gold, but he's in the film.
Keep your peepers peeled.
No, he's actually on the upper deck of the ship. You'll see him. He's not in the treasure
Oh.
room. I'll put a picture to keep an eye out where you'll see him.
Oh, adorable. Look at him.
Wouldn't it be really elaborate if under the town, crawling through all the tunnels, they'd actually ended up on Pirates of the Caribbean at Disneyland? Well, exactly. Immortalimus. Sure, even without the gold, the pirate ship surely would save the town as a protected historical landmark, quite possibly.
Yeah. It's a skeleton.
We have a lot in common, Willie. I don't know if they have a lot in common.
Gotta love kids just making up backstories for things.
Yeah.
I think Mike has lost it.
Okay,
Let's
Mikey.
put him down.
Yeah. We best put Mikey down just in case.
Just look at the rabbits, Mikey.
Yeah, I don't know if lighting those ancient candles would be a good idea.
Probably not.
Edward the Rat Prince says, if you see Aztec gold, take it.
Oh yeah, nothing ever bad happens with.
Yeah. Miss Furzel says if I was wearing my leather jacket, I could stuff my pockets with that stuff.
I know.
Miss Swift says, if this, the mummy or national treasure have taught us anything, it's you find a treasure hoard of stuff, of gold and jewels, in you fill every pocket, container or sock you can.
Precise mundo.
Oh, God. Data and your gadgets.
They all had such faith 2 seconds ago. Oh, God. Let me help you by putting a sword by you.
Yeah, that didn't go to plan.
My God. I just love how it turns into a swashbuckling pirate movie at the end.
Oh, definitely.
A sword fight. I'm just imagining the dust that's probably on those pearls.
Yeah. Ugh.
Oh, wow. How could you resist walking the plank on this? Well, then again, it's probably rotted to oblivion, so you wouldn't get a chance.
I don't know. I think it's variable what's rotted and not in there.
But this would be so much fun, just jumping off that ship.
Yeah, I'd enjoy that, I think.
That was
I
an
hope there's some
adorable
depth to that
kinetic
water for them.
dive. Yeah.
Oh, another quotable moment.
Yeah. Oh.
Exactly. Hey, you guys.
Absolute hero, Sloth.
They are. If you can't find pleasure in this film, your heart is dead. It's just
yeah.
oh, nice punch.
Yeah. Everyone gets a go. Oof.
Yeah. Okay.
Here it is.
Yep.
Super Sloth.
But again, that's such a pop culture icon, isn't it? The Superman March, the motif from it, that one score
Yeah.
brings you joy.
I also love how he just absolutely nothing. They just fight amongst themselves.
They're like
They just-
brothers, which is brilliant.
Yeah.
I mean, they are brothers, but it's just brilliant.
Such lovely character writing, and it's just wholesome. It warms the soul. There's a hurricane coming at the moment, and here in Vegas, it's surprisingly cold.
Well,
And
that
this
looks like it's
film
quite
is
warm
just.
there.
It does, it does. And this film is just perfect for days when.
Yeah.
Just perfect. Puts a smile on your face.
Oh, it does. This shows how manipulative and nasty she really is.
Oh, for sure. Back when villains could be villains, eh?
Yeah.
I may have kept you chained in that room.
It wasn't out of love, Edward, that she kept him. I wonder if it was actually she kept him locked up to hide her horrendous abuse of him. There's a very
Probably.
much darker side to it. And that's maybe why he's all
Well-
deformed and damaged from being dropped in the abuse. It's quite a dark
Immortal
turn
Rims?
to the film, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it is kind of really dark.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't get much devastating weather here. It's just the heat. The heat is very hot. We're in a desert, after all. But we may be getting tornadoes. There's a chance. It should be like a first since like the 1930s. But we don't get earthquakes. We don't get storms.
Sharon saying Sloth is a Goonie now. Sharon, we're all
Yeah.
Goonies, my friend. We're all Goonies, and I'm proud of it.
And the real treasure are the friends we made along the way.
Yeah. It is Embry. For a kids' movie, it's got dark, cursing, but that's what the 80s was like.
Miss Swift, we do get flash floods. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm far enough away from the strip so that don't really affect me. But a lot of the strip is like a swamp at the moment. It's flooded.
And it's their greed that ultimately gets them. They take Willie's
it is.
portion.
We have that dynamite. That's
Yep.
sudden. Oh, it's such a lovely set.
It is. Oh, and they're all running like cowards.
Yep.
We see Sloth's got a good heart.
Mm-hmm. That's it. Lift with your back.
That's right. Keep them legs straight, bend your back.
Yes. And whip your neck around wildly as you lift.
Aww. Yes.
Up comes the anchor.
Yeah. Are we sure One-Eyed Willie's real name wasn't Rube Goldberg or something with all the machines he made?
Crazy foresight, though, being able to predict
Mm.
how he'd get his ship to escape. I wonder why her arm is broken. Like, why?
It's the first time I've seen the Walsh dad, isn't it?
Yeah. And he looks like every 80s cinematic father ever.
Yep. Ah. And the parents brought him pizza because they thought he'd be hungry.
God, I want pizza now. And yeah,
What,
Neil
even
Whaley's right.
Domino's?
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Pizza's pizza. But yeah, the coolest parents ever. Their children disappear on purpose. But no worries, as long as you're all safe, all is forgiven. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Sharon, good point. Pizza on a beach, have fun with that. Mmm. It's like chewing sandpaper. Aww.
eh. It's wholesome.
It is. No.
Brian, I'd be interested in seeing that as well, like videos on film production jobs. If you hang out in our Discord, I'm sure someone will be able to get a link for you.
Yeah.
But a peek behind the curtain, producers, they do what's necessary to make the film happen.
Oh.
Let her mother worry.
There's a lot of sheriff's jackets going around for all the kids.
Yeah, I guess they just keep a contingent of loads of them.
Yeah.
Even after everything's happened, Sloth is still helping his mum.
Yeah. Yeah, the only thing is, I hope he's spoken to his parents about this in advance. Well, I don't think he has, because the mother's protecting the daughter from what appears to be from Sloth.
True. Oh, hi, Bones.
Has he spoken to his parents about this? Mum, Dad, we're going to keep the brain-damaged, 7-foot-tall man-child with superhuman strength and possibly fatal health problems going forwards. He's going to live with us. Is that all right?
He's living with us now.
He's only got a minor taste for human flesh.
A Bones cameo, yes. We got a Bones cameo today.
Exactly. Chaosphere says, I found this sloth. Can we keep him? He followed me home. It made sense that the property developer will be Troy's dad.
Oh yeah, of course it does. Douchebags breed douchebags.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah. Yeah, I love the film too, Bones. I think he wants to go now.
All right. If the dad was cool here, what he would have done is a Running Man style thing with the pen and gone boom in his back.
Oh yeah, just yeah. Then he'd be arrested for
Pen stabbing. Exactly. Rosalita saves it.
no sign.
Gary says this movie's lacking a dog.
It's true. They need, well, yeah, they need a dog to just wander around with them.
What octopus? The one in the deleted scene.
Yes.
Oh,
There it goes.
yes. Yeah, but all they need to do is go after it with a couple of boats now. It's absolutely full of enough gold to...
Exactly right.
The 7-foot-tall disabled man screaming loudly with our children, all laugh and applaud. There we go, everybody. That was The Goonies. I've had a wonderful time watching that. It flew by. Dom.
Absolutely amazing. Just as amazing as my wife. She hadn't seen it before, and I took her to a screening at our local drive-in cinema here.
Oh, wow.
So we saw it on drive-in, and she was enamored. She loves the film now. It's one of those films. It's a perfect movie, and it's just so great. It makes you feel good after watching it. It makes you want to go on adventures.
Yeah, exactly. It
just a lovely
encapsulates
film.
being a child perfectly, and everything that you wanted as a child. Those adventures, those games. It's fantasy come to life. But let's take some comments from our Discord and YouTube fans first. So over on YouTube, I can see Ms. Swift saying, so much to love about this movie, not just the adventure, but the ability to help the ease the burdens on your parents, make your parents proud and happy too. Gary says it's good enough for me. Exactly. And then over on Discord, some of our friends are saying, Sharon's saying, yay, Goonies, fantastic time. Eric, this was such a joy to watch again. It's a great feel-good adventure. Jedi was a great movie. Phonic fun movie. Haven't seen it in ages. Holds up really well. Mr. Phil, so they don't make them like that anymore. Lizard Man, what a fun movie. What a fun cast. Wonderful story. Goonies never say die in this movie. Never will. Chaos Fear, what an adventure. It's the epitome of fun 80s cinema, says Sharon. Calbot says Goonies are good enough. Stove says, still my favourite movie with Stand By Me in second place.
Damn good double feature.
Exactly. So, everybody, we will be back in 7 days' time with another fantastic movie as part of our summer of popcorn. Well, Immortal Rumors quickly says, an immortal classic. We'll be back in 7 days' time with Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, which I'm really looking forward to. So, for the next 7 days, be kind to each other, be well, stay safe, take care of each other, take care of yourselves. Look after each other as if you were all Goonies, and remember, Goonies never say die. See you in 7 days. Bye-bye.
See you then.